Hey, I'm Kyle Sexton, and this is called the 5-year factor. It's a simple shift in how we think about membership, but it changes everything about how a chamber grows. Most chambers operate on an annual cycle. Budgets reset annually, dues renew annually, priorities shift annually. So a $400 member gets treated like a $400 transaction. That feels practical, but it creates a blind spot because the real value of a member doesn't happen in 1 year. When you look at membership over time, there's a clear pattern. Big drop off on year 2. After that, retention stabilizes and members stay. This creates a danger zone early in the relationship. If you lose members here, you don't just lose 1 year of revenue, you lose everything that would have followed. So instead of thinking in 1-year terms, we use a 5-year model. On average, a member is worth 3.17 times their annual dues. So a $400 member is not worth $400. They're worth $1,268 over the first 5 years. Now, every new member is not a transaction. It's a 5-year revenue asset. Now here's where this becomes real. If you got business cards from interested prospects that you find in your desk drawer, under annual thinking, nothing was lost. Under a 5-year model, that's a lot of missed revenue. Not lost to competition and not lost to price or any objection, lost because there was no system to capture and follow up. That is the gap. That's the leak. So if the problem is missed opportunity, the first move is pretty simple. You have to capture the interest that's already happening. Before we even talk about onboarding and retention, it starts right here. ChamberThink does this first by turning anonymous interest into identified leads. Instead of losing those 43 opportunities, you capture them, you follow up automatically, and convert them into future members. That's where the 5-year factor actually begins to work in your favor. So now I want to show you what it looks like behind the scenes inside some ChamberThink accounts. This is the Gresham Area Chamber of Commerce. They're just outside Portland, Oregon. They're a medium-sized chamber. We just got them set up and they already have $9,000 worth of leads there. This is the Greenville Chamber from Greenville, South Carolina. And we just got them set up a couple of months ago. They already have 75 leads and 25 more appointments scheduled online. So that's 100 leads totaling around $160,000. So they're doing really well so far. This is the world famous Branson Chamber in Branson, Missouri, and they do really, really well with ChamberThink. This is the Rockford Chamber in Rockford, Illinois. You can see they've got about $350,000 worth of prospects here, and they've already got $202,000 worth of meetings scheduled. So a whole lot of businesses that they're connecting with in order to grow through ChamberThink. This is the Union County Chamber in North Carolina. This is their leads board, and you can see they also have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of leads, lots of meetings set up. They're doing really well with ChamberThink. This is the Dublin Chamber of Commerce. They have about $30,000 worth of leads in here, and they are working it hard. So you can see 12,000 of that in joined members so far. Now, this is the Salem Chamber in Salem, Oregon. They've had this technology the longest of all my clients. They have almost 200 prospects in just the prospect area by itself. They've had 198 meetings scheduled. So hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of leads and lots of opportunities here. I'm just going to show you real quick what our email alerts look like. This is the lead for the Greater Wausau Chamber. It's a hauling company, and they're a connector. And the Branson Chamber got a lead from an apartment complex, and they're also a connector. The Shreveport Chamber in Louisiana got a lead from a company called Halo, and they are identified as a leader. The Salem, Oregon Area Chamber of Commerce got a lead from a roofing company, and they are a connector. The Mesa, Arizona chamber got a lead from looks like a consulting company. They're a connector. Another one from Mesa, Arizona is a financial planner. They're a connector. The Lexington, South Carolina Chamber and Visitor Center got a lead. This is a business called Lighthouse for Life, probably a coaching business if I had to guess. They are a leader. The Kitsap Chamber in Washington State got a new lead. They didn't indicate their business, but you can see that most people do. This is a connector. The Owatonna Chamber got a new lead for mouse guard services. They're a connector. The Stockton, California Chamber got a lead for a talent solutions company. They're a leader. The Middletown Chamber in Ohio got a new lead, a personal protection business. They're a stakeholder. The Chamber in Rockford, Illinois got a new lead, a company called Swift Wash. They're a destination. The Shreveport Chamber got a lead called Southwestern Benefit Designers. I could just keep going on and on here. The Rockford Chamber, another one from an apparel company. They're a destination business. Lexington, South Carolina, again, they're a connector. The Northwest Oklahoma City Chamber, a contractor. They're a destination. Again, I could go on, but I just wanted to show you all the leads that we get in a single day and throughout the week here as we watch all the leads that come in from ChamberThink. So if this sounds like what your chamber needs, schedule a demo below. We'll show you exactly where your chamber is leaking revenue across the membership lifecycle and how ChamberThink closes those gaps automatically. Most chambers are operational within 10 days. And even if we never work together, you'll walk away knowing exactly where you're losing members and how much it's costing you. So what does this look like in practice? Union County Chamber in Monroe, North Carolina had the same problem. Website getting traffic, none of it turning into membership opportunities. After installing ChamberThink, they started to capture leads within days. Today, they average one new opportunity every single day. Their membership salesperson is now winning national sales awards. Another one of our chambers generates leads worth almost $500,000 per year through ChamberThink alone. Salem, Oregon was our very first client. They generated over $23,000 in new revenue in their first 9 months. On the retention side, Table Rock Lake Chamber in Missouri used our onboarding system to turn around renewals completely. They now have 0 members past due beyond 60 days. Now, you might be thinking we're only picking the best results. Even our smallest case works. Hunterdon County Chamber in rural New Jersey averages about 80 leads per year. But remember the math. Their base dues is $335, and their 5-year factor is $1,062. That's the 5-year factor most chambers miss entirely, and it's the reason even a small chamber leak can add up to $85,000 a year. Now you might be thinking this sounds great, but we don't get enough website traffic for this to matter. Well, Hunterdon County Chamber is a rural chamber. They don't get massive traffic. They still generate 80 qualified leads a year, each worth over $1,000. You don't need a flood of visitors. You just need to stop letting the ones you already have leave with nothing. Now you might be thinking, we already have a CRM and an email platform. Why do we need something else? Well, that's exactly the thinking that keeps most chambers stuck. A CRM stores contacts and invoices. An email tool sends the messages. Neither one of them captures leads, onboards members, or warms the renewals. These tools are filing cabinets and megaphones. ChamberThink moves members through every stage of the life cycle, from the very first website visit to long-term retention. It's a completely different category. So who is this for? If you're an executive director, a president, or a CEO of a chamber of commerce, and you know your chamber should be growing faster, if you're tired of watching members quietly disengage while your existing tools do nothing about it, and if you want a proven life cycle system that captures opportunity, onboards properly, and protects your renewal rates, schedule your demo below. We back everything with a 20x guarantee. If ChamberThink doesn't deliver at least 20 times the value of your investment in captured leads and retained members, we work until it does. There is no scenario where you lose. Your chamber already has the traffic and the opportunity. What's missing is the system to capture it. Remember the math. Every member you lose isn't $400 problem. It's a $1,268 problem. And those losses compound every day you wait. Schedule your demo now, and let's get your chamber set up with ChamberThink within the next 10 days.